Today, I'm going to explain how to build a Golang-based application and run it using a Docker container. Hey everyone, my name is Karthik and welcome to my YouTube channel. Firstly, I would like to give the use of the application, what this application or program would be doing. So this app is used to sort a word in lexicographical order. Lexicographical order can be compared to a dictionary order. Lexicographical order is often known as alphabetical order when dealing with a string. A string is said to be greater than another string if it comes later in a lexicographically sorted list. So our problem statement would be to find the biggest string which can be made from the given input string. Let's say we are given a word, we have to create a new word by swapping some or all of its characters. This new word must meet two criteria. It must be greater than the original word and it must be smallest word that means the first condition. Let's say in a dictionary we have to find the next bigger string than that, just the next bigger string than that, which is made up of the same characters. For example, given the word W equal to ABCD, the next largest word which can be made from this string in a lexicographically sorted list would be ABDC. So this is the problem statement of a question from bigger is greater, which is available on HackerRank. And you guys can check the question from the link given in the description box below. So before proceeding with the algorithm, what we will discuss for this question, I would like to say that you will find this algorithm at a couple of places on the web, but hardly anyone has implemented it using Go language and deployed it using a Docker container. So in this video, we will learn two things: how to build this bigger is greater problem using Golang and how to deploy it using a Docker container. Let's say I have an input string ECDIGF, and for this, the output string, if we were to arrange this string in a lexicographical order, would be ECFDGI. This ECFDGI would be the first biggest string which can be made from the combination of the characters from input, and it is in lexicographically sorted list. This output we would get by performing certain set of operations on the input. Let's see the algorithm step by step. What we will do is we would traverse the string from right to left and find the first character which is smaller than the previous character. We can't do that from start because we have to find the first bigger string than this. That is, we have to follow the lexicographical or dictionary order. To save our time, we will travel from right to left. I know this might be a little bit confusing, so I would like you to think of a number 1, 2, 3, 4. The next lexicographical number which would be made from the same combination of digits would be 1243. Uh, you can say the next number greater than 1234 would be 1235, 1236, 1237, but which would be made from the same combination of digits, it would be 1243. So for our input, if we have to sort this input in the lexicographical order, our output would be ECFDGI, which is made from the same set of characters given in the string. So we will be traveling right to left and find the first character which is smaller than the previous character. This input string is the same what I've told before, ECDIGF. So the algorithm which we will be following is we have to travel from right to left until we find the first character which is smaller than the previous character. So here D is that character which is smaller than I. With the character D, what we have to do is to divide the string into two parts, a left part and a right part. So the dividing part would be based on the index position of the character which we have found, in our case, which is D. After doing this step, our focus will completely shift on the right hand side part, that is in the I, G, and F part of the string. Now in the right part, the algorithm which we are going to use is we have to find the minimum character among these characters, and also this minimum character should satisfy one more condition, that is it should be greater than d. Here if we see that I is also greater than d and g is also greater than d and f is also greater than d, but the minimum among these would be f, as f is the smallest in IGF and it is also greater than d. Our point of focus will now become the characters D and F. What we are going to do is we have to swap both F and D. Now you might think why we have to swap D, because D is the starting point from where our string is going to become the biggest and the first biggest, the immediate biggest. So we will swap the string characters, that is D and F, and our string will become ECF, I, G and D. Once it's done, our focus will again shift on the right hand side part of the string, that is I, G and D. We know that this string ECF IGD is bigger than the given input string, but still it is not in the lexicographical order. That is the first string which has to be greater than ECD, I, G and F. So what we will be doing that to achieve our goal is that we have to sort the right part. We have to sort the right part of the string in alphabetical order. That is I, G and D when sorted in alphabetical order, it would result in ECF DGI. So this is nothing but the output which we are expecting. So after following the algorithm which I have explained, you can easily get the first lexicographical string from the given input. Here is the code for the above algorithm, which has been implemented in Go language. Maybe implemented using Go language, and the GitHub link for the code I've given that in the description box. You can browse the code from there. So here the bigger is the greater function implemented below. The first thing which we are going to do is to convert our string into a rune. This rune will basically convert the string into an array list depending on the ASCII code of the characters. And then we will follow our algorithm, which I've already explained. That is, we will start from the leftmost character and find the first character, which is smaller than the previous character. Also, if no such character is found, it means that the string is already present in descending order, and we will return no answer. Now, our next job will be on the right part of the string, wherein we have to find the smallest character in the right part of the string, which is also greater than the character which we have found above, that was D. After finding that character, we have to swap both the characters, the character which has been found in the first step and the character which has been found over here. After the swapping is done, we will now sort the right part of the string. And here I am using bubble sort. Once the string has been sorted, our job is done and we will return the string. So this was all about the Golang application. Now we will see it how to deploy this application using a Docker container. So for deploying it using a Docker container, first thing which we will need is we have to create a Docker file for application. And this Docker file has already been created by me. Once you download the repo from here, you can use this Docker file for building the image. Apart from this Docker file, some other settings which has to be done is that you need to install a Docker engine on your respective OS, whether it is Linux, Ubuntu, Mac, or Windows. And once this Docker engine is installed, we have to build the Docker image. In the container ecosystem, we don't need to worry about the host OS. We don't need to worry over here that whether Golang application has been installed on our host operating system or not. Our container will take care of that. In the container environment, Golang applications can be run. and it doesn't matter whether it has been installed on your host OS or not. So for building the image, we will use the below command from the same directory where this repo has been cloned, and the command will be sudo docker build -t go -docker. This go -docker over here specifies the name for our image, and this will build the Docker image based on the Docker file which we have created. And for running the container, we will just run the docker run command and give the container a name -ez and specify the image for that container. Now for entering inside the container, we will use the docker exec command and the name for the container. Using this command, we can easily go inside the container and run the Golang applications smoothly. And one more thing I would like to bring to your notice over here is that for whichever input we want the next lexicographical string, we have to specify that explicitly in an input file. Like over here, I have given this ECDIGF as an input, and it will give us the next lexicographical string based on this input. So if you want to check this application for some another input, you have to give that explicitly in that input file, and your result will be stored inside the Docker container in a result.txt file. So friends, that was all for now. I hope you find this video useful, and if you have got any comments or doubts, do mention that in the comments box. I will definitely address them soon. Thank you.